You ever ask yourself, how do I become a better pickleball player? If that's a question you've asked yourself, then this video is designed for you. Because in this video, I'm going to coach you through the 3 pillars of pickleball that you need to unlock your pickleball potential. If we haven't met before, my name is Tony Roig. I am one of the head coaches at Better Pickleball. Better Pickleball is the organization that pioneered the 3 pillars of pickleball. And the reason we did so is because learning pickleball is a complex process. There's a lot of layers in pickleball, as you probably know if you've struggled through any of them. By organizing pickleball into 3 pillars, it gives us clarity. It allows us to focus in different areas of the sport, all of which we need to play our best. Problem sometimes is we get so bogged down in one pillar, we forget another. We're doing too many things in a particular pillar. And what you want to do is you want to think of your game in these 3 pillars that we're going to go through, and then focus on one area in each of them, and that's how you'll see improvement in your play. So let's go through the pillars. The first pillar is the mechanical pillar. The mechanical pillar is exactly what it sounds like. It's the mechanics of hitting the shots. Obviously, in order to play pickleball, we want to know what we're doing out there, but we need to be able to execute the shots that we need to hit. What's important in this mechanical, as I'm going to go through it with you, is going to be focusing on things that really matter. What I'm going to do with each of these pillars is I'm going to give you what to avoid, as well as what to focus on, so that you have clarity in each area. So pillar 1, mechanical. So what we want to avoid on the mechanical pillar is too much variety. Here's this example that I gave you earlier, or this area that I gave you earlier, where players they're doing too much in one area. Common examples here are, you're working on a roll volley, cut shot on a dink, and perhaps a power serve and things like that. It's just too many things. And we like to use a quote from one of the most famous athletes of all time, Bruce Lee, the martial arts master. And what Bruce Lee said was, "I fear not the fighter who has practiced 10,000 kicks one time." Bruce Lee feared the fighter who had practiced 1 kick 10,000 times. And that's how you want to think about your mechanical game. You want to think about your mechanical game, what to do, repetition of 1 to 2 items. And the reason the word items is here instead of shots is because mechanical is more than just swinging a paddle. You need footwork, you need foundation, which is your body, and you need your stroke mechanic, which is swinging the paddle. So you can focus on 1 to 2 items within the mechanical pillar at a time, and then get repetition. Within repetition, it's important to do it correctly. Right? If you're repeating the incorrect mechanic, the mechanic that won't help you with your shot, that's not going to help you improve. So it's repetition of 1 to 2 items at a time inside your mechanical pillar. All right, pillar number 2, this is strategic. So this is strategy. This is knowing what shot to hit when. What we want to avoid here is taking a piecemeal approach. That means basically trying to find a strategy for this situation, a strategy for that situation. That's a very difficult, I would suggest impossible way to learn pickleball or to improve as a pickleball player, and it's very frustrating because you're trying to remember a bunch of things at once. Learn the big picture of the game. Learn how to play pickleball. We like to use the term framework at Better Pickleball to think about how the game is constructed. Once you understand how the game is constructed, you start seeing those pieces, then you become the baker of your own pickleball game. Because that's the other thing. You and I and everybody else playing pickleball, we're all in different places. We all have different skill sets, different backgrounds, different abilities, different physical characteristics. So we're not all going to play the game exactly the same way. I got a bonus here for you on what to do and what to avoid. So what we want to avoid on strategy is we want to avoid unknown. And by unknown, I mean unverified, unknown sources of information. A player at your courts who's telling you how to do things probably doesn't know that much more than you do about how to do things. Most of them. There may be exceptions, but most of them, they're in roughly the same boat you are in terms of understanding the game of pickleball. So if you're listening to them, are you getting good advice? The same thing these days with some of the content creation out there. No criticism of content creators. I'm not trying to cast aspersions on the entire group of content creators, but you don't know until you know whether the content creator can be trusted. Do follow trusted sources. The information you're receiving from this video and videos on this channel is going to be a trusted source. We are full-time pickleball professionals. We study the game. We work at the game. I have a master teaching professional certification in this game, so I'm serious about what I do in this game. I work on curriculum. So, when you hear something from us, you know that it's well vetted, well understood, and we'll explain to you the why. Trusted sources. And a quick thing you can do is subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification and you'll get notified of additional videos that come out on this channel. Let's go into pillar 3 now. This is the third pillar. This is the one that's often overlooked. When I said mechanical, that probably didn't surprise you. When I said strategic, that probably didn't surprise you. Maybe the organization did, but not the concept. This concept surprises players. They're like, athletic pillar, what is that? The athletic pillar is your body and your mind. Imagine, trying to play pickleball and you run out of steam. You're not going to play your best, right? Even if you're the best, you say you're the best dinker in the world, but you're tired after 3 games. Well, then 4th game, you're not the best dinker anymore. Say that you're an amazing player mechanically, you understand the game, but your mind gets cloudy, right? You lose focus or you get upset when you're playing, not going to play your best. This pillar is often overlooked, which makes what to avoid easy. What to avoid here is inaction. Most pickleball players don't spend time on their body and their mind. And the important thing is to do it off of the pickleball court. Because once you're on the pickleball court, you're engaging in pickleball. So the idea is to do things in addition to it, which I'm going to give you some specifics on body and mind. So what to do? Something in addition to pickleball, right? Off the pickleball court, do something on each. And I'll give you some specifics in a second. So let's start with the mind. The mind is super easy. That's me hosting a podcast.
Think about it in terms of pre-play, right? So the phase before you step out onto the court.
We host a weekly podcast called Pickleball Therapy. It's available anywhere there's podcasts, Apple, Spotify, wherever, right? Your phone has it on it. You just have to listen to it. They're short podcasts, 12 to 15 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. It depends on the subject. But they're designed so that you can put them on while you're driving to the courts. You can put them on while you're getting dressed, getting ready to go out and play, get your mind in a better place. This is a super easy way to start working on your mind. And then for your body, pick something. Okay? Strength, you can just sit down, get out of your chair, sit down, get out of your chair, a few times. That'll work on your body with body weight. Before you do anything, if you're not sure, check with your healthcare advisor or healthcare provider. I gotta tell you that. But strength, everybody benefits from being stronger. Mobility is like being able to move your ankles, your toes, your wrists, your shoulders. You can do cars. There's all sorts of things you can do. Balance, often overlooked, super valuable. These are things that you can do for your body. Now, if you want something a little more structure, if you want something a little more in place for you, right? So you don't have to guess what you're doing. Inside our Better Pickleball Academy, we have 8-week challenge. We have different things that you can do inside there that will structure your body work, as well as mind information that's in there to help your mind. Now, if you made it this far, we know you're serious. So if you go to betterpickleballacademy.com. So you go to betterpickleballacademy.com, use the code 8week on your purchase, and you'll get a special offer just for you. Because you've made it this far in the video, we know you're serious about your improvement, and that means that the Better Pickleball coaching team would love the opportunity to work with you. Whatever you decide to do for your pickleball, know that you can become a better pickleball player. You need to put in some work. The 3 pillars of pickleball will help you organize yourself in the areas that are most relevant to your play. But always remember, pickleball is about you and your growth as a human being. I'll see you next time.